This is Agar again, and I am continuing where I explained where my father buried me back in our home's garden, and he cleaned up the blood quite sufficiently, and he immediately phoned my mother and asked her if she knew where I was, and she said that I was supposed to be at the house, and she said to go and check the friend's house, my friend's houses, and he said he would, and all he did was stay inside the house for a while, about an hour and a half, and then he phoned her again, and he said that I'm nowhere to be found, and that I was not at home, not at any friends' houses, and that's when my mother reported me missing, and they think that I'm still missing, but I'm not. My father killed me in his absolute state of madness and anger and frustration. And this occurs so often with children in this world, and how their parents take out their angers and frustrations out on children, and it's like we're just here so that parents can take out their angers and frustrations and irritations out on us. And to the extent where it just consumes them, and they kill us with no guilt, no regret, no sorrow. I mean, my father was relieved that I was dead, and I was killed by his own hands, because I was apparently the problem, the fault, that caused his life to be the way it is. So any parent within this world that believes that their child is the cause for their problems, their life, how it is, how it's been experienced, how can it be? That is impossible. You, within yourself, is the one responsible for how you're experiencing yourself. How we express ourselves, how we participate in this world, who we are, how we do things, that is ourselves. In the moment. And parents yell and scream and shout, become irritated, agitated, angry, for what? And understand, whenever you experience even the slightest bit of anger or irritation or frustration towards a child, that's reacting within yourself due to your own shit that you've accepted and allowed within yourself. And it is those subtle, small moments that seem harmless that has caused the greater effect, in which the unified field balanced out manifestations within this world, where, for instance, my father would go completely insane, become possessed by anger, frustration, irritation, and just blame it on me and take it out on me. Me being the cause for all the problems in his world, his reality. Because that's what goes on in many parents' minds. That the child is a burden, when you're actually the burden within your own life. And so how the unified field works is that if all the parents within this world, even in those slightest moments, become angry or frustrated or irritated, would balance out that equation of reaction within the unified field to but a few parents within this world, such as my own father, and he would literally become overloaded with anger, frustration, irritation, and then do something that he couldn't stop himself. Human beings live in their world as though it is not harming or influencing anything or anyone else. But even your slightest reaction, frustration, anger, irritation towards a child influences on a global world scale. Is anger, frustration, irritation, agitation towards children really necessary? It is not. Just be direct, calm, stable, constant here, and speak clearly. Parents who use agitation, irritation, anger, frustration out on children, that is learned behavior from your parents. That's how you think children should be treated, because you were treated that way. I'd suggest parents should have a self-honest look at their relationship towards their children. Have a look at how you've and what you've always placed as acceptable, because it's how you were taught, it's how you were that's how you grew up. That's what you grew up with. It is unacceptable. You breed that very anger, frustration, irritation within yourself, within your child, and then the line just continues. And then eventually down along the line, you break. And then it's to the extent where you will kill. So that is what I ask parents to reconsider. Speak direct, one and equal, straightforward, constant, calm here with your children, and realize that whatever behaviors within your children cause reactions within you, they're showing what exists inside you. It's learned behavior from you that they have adapted to become themselves because you're the example. I do not think parents understand the responsibility that goes with having a child. And you should really start realizing, reconsidering, and seeing your expression and participation with children. And sort out your own frustrations, irritations, angers, reactions, agitations within yourself. Do not try and sort it out through blaming or taking it out on us. Thank you.